In this chapter, we're going to look at gamma correction. So you will be able to understand what gamma correction is, because it's very important. If you don't use gamma correction in 3ds Max, then what's going to happen is your renderings are going to look really washed out. So what I've done here is I've opened up this photograph that I've taken of San Francisco's Mission neighborhood, and we're going to just add an adjustment here so we can sort of simulate the way that gamma correction works. Now, you don't need to necessarily follow along with this, but we're just going to take a look at it. So here we go. I'm going to add a level adjustment to this image by clicking here to add a levels adjustment. And this center slider is the gamma of the image. Gamma is the contrast curve of an image. And right now it says it has a gamma of 1, which means that no change is being applied. If I drag the slider over to the right, reducing the gamma to a fractional value, you will see the image becomes apparently darker and muddier. If I drag the slider to the left, increasing gamma beyond 1, you'll see that it becomes lighter and more washed out. Okay, so what is this all about? Well, basically, images and display devices and capture devices all have gamma correction built into them so that when you view an image on your screen, for example, it'll be at the correct brightness. Just as an aside, the gamma setting for a standard television or computer is 2.2. If you're on the Macintosh, the default is 1.8. So in fact, you should probably set it to 2.2 if you're on the Mac. Image files stored on your computer have a gamma setting built into them. And what that does is it essentially compresses information in the shadow areas where we're most likely to not notice. So that's fine for viewing an image on the screen, but if we wanted to apply this to a surface and render it in Mental Ray, then Mental Ray is going to have to be told that the image has a certain gamma in order for it to be able to uncompress that information, quote unquote. So in other words, we need to set gamma in 3ds Max if we want our textures to be the right contrast. And so that's a basic introduction to the concept of gamma. Next, we'll take a look at 3ds Max and how to set the interface correctly in order to achieve the desired results of good contrast on our textures.